I managed to get in touch with Ben's RPG Pile. This is Ben himself in the flesh. I've been a huge fan of your tables because you're one of the few D&D people out there that actually does 3D tables.
Yeah.
So how long have you been doing videos for YouTube?
YouTube, we're going on year 3 for the YouTube channel.
3 years?
3
That's
years.
massive.
Yep. We do about a video a month, how-to videos on how to make your terrain from first darts and just common pieces you find in game stores and bid boxes.
You've also found a lot of unique stand-in models, which is my favorite thing in the world to do.
Yeah.
So tell me your angle on it. Where do you like to go? What do you look for?
You know, for me, I'm always looking for something not too expensive. Certainly you love Dwarven Forge, but you can't spend that kind of money every day of the week. Uniqueness, to scale. Scale is very important because I want to blend all my stuff together. Yes. Right?
Do you like sometimes get a module and then go hunting for figures for that module?
Yes. Oh, for sure. So we always 4th edition is what we're playing right now, but we're doing that 3-part series: Shadowfell, Thunderspire, Tournament of Shadows. So we build to the room. So we always identify the room and then we try to find all 3D pieces that will fit for that room.
I loved your Golem series. Tell us a little bit about the product that you sell that helps you make those.
You know, right. So that's Instamold.
Yep, and you sell that, right, at your store?
We do on gamersinaz.com is our online store. And,
outstanding.
Instamold, you can take that and we just put that onto a bronze warder and then made a mold out of that, and then you put your Herstart's casting material in it.
I think you added a chain too, so you could hang them around.
Yeah, you put the chain within the casting material before it dries, and you can hang them on the wall. And
very
nice.
You
just shave them down for the different body parts. Yep.
I really loved what you did with the one with all the little crystal balls or something.
Oh yeah, the Tower Mysteries.
So they had to go find the bad guys?
They did, yeah. So we made Tower Mysteries. We took the Herstart's Fieldstone, and then from his accessory mold, they had a little crystal ball, and then we mounted those on top of 3 pieces to make. We had to make 18 columns.
Now I think the coolest thing I ever saw you do was the mirrors. Tell us about that.
So you go to like a Michael's hobby craft store kind of thing, and you can actually buy D20 square-sized mirrors. You can get like 20 of them in a pack for $8.
How cool is that?
We mounted those to more Herstart's terrain, which is our material of choice. And then we made little mirrors and put a little banister on the top of them, and then we made about 15 different mirrors that you had to navigate through. Or doppelgangers. If you got caught in a reflection, your doppelganger would come out and attack you from the mirror.
Now I think the most unique thing I've seen on your site in relation to Wargame is you made kind of a card memory game. Tell us a little bit about that.
Sure. So always trying to do something different in the game. So we took a spin of the match game. I have a daughter and she loves that game, a little daughter. And so we took all the characters that the group had encountered and we made little portraits of them on little magic cards that just slip into sleeves. And then made a set of those, 2 of each. And the group had to go down, navigate down a corridor by memory. They couldn't see anything. And so they would flip up, but we spread all the cards out on the table and they had to flip up and match the characters. And
now what happened if they failed?
If they failed, they would either fall back in the group, or they'd lose a turn, or they couldn't see where they were going, or they would drop an item, or they'd pass out from the boss.
Dropping items. That sounds nasty.
Yeah, so it's always trying to just make the game, do something different each game session.
Memorable.
Memorable, for sure. And that Chris Perkins once said, try to tie the game to something that they've experienced, whether it's a movie or a game, or if you do that, they form a better relationship with the game. So we're always trying to come up with stuff that cultural references that we'll remember. But
so do you follow his gaming with the stars essentially?
Oh my gosh, with the penny arcade
Isn't that
guys?
awesome?
I would say Chris Perkins by far one of my heroes, one of the best game designer guys I've ever witnessed. He's amazing.
That guy is like a walking D&D environment.
Brilliant. And how he was an intern there and worked his way all the way through. I mean, he's just a super personable, nice guy.
He is. God, I wish we could get him over here.
Oh my gosh, he's amazing. And you know, honestly, if he had the time, he would walk over and talk to us. He's just such a nice, down-to-earth kind of gamer.
Right.
You know?
He's really behind it from the roots on up.
Yeah.
You've been a store now for 7 years, correct?
7+ years might even be on year 8 or 9. You lose track after a while, but yeah, we created a little game store in Mesa, Arizona. And then we have 6 of us.
What do you carry there?
We carry Big and Magic. So
oh man, got a lot of people into that.
Yeah, so Magic cards. We have a huge online presence for Magic cards. But then we also do eBay of anything that people bring into our store for trade. So.
Oh, you do trade? That's very cool.
Yeah. But, you know, it's just 7 guys who wanted to start a game store business a long time ago, and it was just.
So you all just kind of work together and help it out and make it exist. That's unbelievable.
As long as
do you each take 1 day a week?
Well, you know, we started off with 7 of us, and we used that for the first year. Each of us would work a day or 2 a week, no money. You don't make any money in the first couple of years. You're just trying to survive.
You're just trying to make it. Yep.
And then ultimately, my brother decided from our group to go full-time, and so he now runs the store full-time, and the rest of us just help out whenever we can.
Outstanding.
Yeah.
That is cool.
Everybody should do that once in their life.
Oh man, I know. Now, okay, so I gotta throw this out there. Do you carry any Warhammer? Or
oh yeah, for sure.
You carry Warhammer, so you got both the Fantasy and the 40K?
Yep.
Wow.
And then some Wizards products, some Pathfinder.
No D&D though.
Yeah.
He wouldn't be wearing that shirt.
Yeah. That's one of the tricks of the con, is try to find things that you're not going to see anywhere else.
Sure. Now, there's a lot of deals going on here. Would you advise people who are getting involved to use Gencon as an experience to pick up raw materials to help fill their stores? Because I was over at Troll and Toad, and they have literally like $2 game booklets and whatnot.
I would actually spin it the other way. I would say, because it's so hard to take stuff back plane-wise and stuff like that.
Oh, probably not.
You know, what we did successfully this year is we actually brought some stuff here and then did trades with the different booths.
Oh, okay.
Because everybody here is typically buying, you know, cards or minis. If you don't get a price at one booth, you go to the next booth, and somebody might value those cards or minis more. And
there you go.
That was very successful. So I would recommend bringing stuff you weren't getting a great price for locally here. Try and get different vendors here.
See, this is experience talking, guys.
Oh, yes.
I would totally think it would be the other way around.
No, it's the better way
but
to go.
You know what? That's what's so awesome about this community. That we share stuff.
Yeah.
Let's see. What's your most positive, memorable experience you've had in the 7 years you've been doing this?
So yeah, I would say for sure, Gary, he had a booth. He was promoting something that was probably about four years ago, and you could walk up into his booth and start talking to him. And one of our guys in our game group, he's been to every Gencon because we're from Wisconsin originally.
Oh, no kidding! I grew up in Wisconsin.
Did you? Oh, yeah.
Racine, where are you?
West Bend.
No
West Bend
kidding.
High School graduate.
Holy cow!
UW Whitewater alumni.
Oh my God.
But so we got to meet Gary, and he recognized one of the guys from the original, from our group, and Gary was, again, just so down to earth and nice, and he didn't just shake your hand and walk through the line. He like talked to us about Wisconsin for a good 15 minutes, and it's just great to know he was just a real guy.
Yeah.
You know,
do you know they have a Gary Con every year now?
Yes, for sure.
We've gone to the last 2, is it? Yep, last 2. So
that one year he had that huge D20. And
yes!
Everybody put a 20 into that, and I remember they auctioned that off or some crazy thing like that.
I might have missed that. I might have missed that.
There was a giant D20 right out in front of the hall that you could put your own D20.
I probably saw that, and it's on one of my. I have 800 videos, so I'm sure it's on there somewhere. If someone's willing to go and look for it, they can post it in the comments below. Okay, and as a gaming company owner, game store owner, if you could give one piece of advice for a pitfall to avoid for people that aspire to do the dream that you've done, what piece of advice would you give them?
I would say you don't go, if you think you're going to start a game business, you won't game at all. Because you won't have any time. The hours are incredibly long.
Oh my God, that's the same advice. Well, that's what happened to me, or is happening to me. Keep going. He is telling the unbiased truth here, guys.
Yeah, so everybody kind of thinks they'll just play games all day. You don't have any time to play those games, so you actually play less as an owner. So if you know that going in, you just value the time you have left to game.
Sure.
You have to be prepared not to make any money the first couple of years, and you have to be prepared for long hours.
Do it because you love it.
You do it because you love it. Someone told me at the con this year, they asked him, do you do this full time? And he said, do you think anybody in gaming only has one job?
Oh man, you got to wear many hats.
Yeah, nobody has one job, and everybody.
It's like aspiring actors.
Yeah.
Actor, waitress, actor, you know,
sure.
Garbage collector, whatever's necessary.
Sure. And you know what? And I would say also, you need to pick an angle. Right, so whether you're making terrain or you can't try to do all things or do something that everybody else is doing. You've got to find a very unique niche, and that's how you'll get people
and fulfill those customers.
Yeah, and never you don't miss posts. If you're a blogger, you do have to post once a week. If you're doing.
Oh yeah, tell us about your blog. You got a blog.
We do have a blog. It's also bensrpgpile.com. It's about 3 years in the running. Typically, what we'll do is we'll do an entry a week, and we'll write about something that we found through a vendor, or we found online, or that we've made ourselves. And so we post a lot of game accessories.
Cool.
Stuff that we do, and we only post things that we like. We never post anything negative. We don't want any negativity in the game.
Oh, I hear you. It just sucks the life out of it.
So we often, and then we'll do a video once a month, and typically anything that we show you how to make in the video, we post on the blog all the links. So people can find us, because I'm always bummed when people show me great things but never tell me where to get it.
Oh yeah, I hear that loud and clear.
Yeah, so for the blog, we're always trying to just tell people something that we found. That's why we call it the pile. Right. Everybody has a pile of D&D stuff and
yes, we do.
Accessory stuff. So we're just trying to share really great things that we find or what we make, so that other people can use them in their game. Okay,
got one final question, because I'm a terrain guy. I've got to throw this out there. Now, do you make terrain and sell it at your store or sell it on eBay or anything?
We don't. I'm always marveled by what you do and some of the stuff you create and sell, because I feel like you'd almost have to have like a little factory in your own.
Trust me, I've taken over the house. Every square foot.
I don't know how.
Ask the wife.
And the garage.
And the garage, yeah. I take up more than one building.
We've been approached many times on stuff that we've made hit dice or initiative boards or initiative flags, and we just don't, because we don't just have one job. It's very difficult.
No time to do
that
it.
Stuff in bulk, and you kind of want to take any spare time to game.
Oh, I hear you.
So it's really hard.
Gotta have some fun time.
You come up with. That's why we try to post. We try to support
to help other people make it, right?
They created something that we can use in our game. We want to tell everybody about it, because it's kind of hard to find some of that stuff. We use Gencon. We buy as much as we can here at Gencon, and we post stuff once a week, almost over the entire year, just to share something, new vendors that we find or new pieces. We found some great vendors here at the show this year.
Oh yeah.
The little known guy who's just starting, they're always the nicest, the cheapest, and the most innovative.
Yeah, because you have to be.
You have to be. Because all the bigger vendors, it's not that they're not nice, they're just so big there's not a lot of one-on-one.
Right.
So we always, I personally, if you can find the booths with no sign, and they got this tiny little space, and they got just their boxes behind them, those are my favorite booths, because they always have the best, unique stuff.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Any closing statements that you'd like to throw out to the community?
I am going to say I love 4th edition. I'm saying it.
He's admitting it.
I'm a 4thie.
Okay, he's a 4thie. Okay.
I'm called a 4thie. But any Dungeons and Dragons is good Dungeons and Dragons. And, I just love to. While cardboard tokens are cute and dry erase is is nice. If you can build a 3D map once in a while, you will have 10 times the fun of any other game you set.
Just see the look of the face of your players when they walk in.
Yeah, it's just something to interact with the environment of the game board. It's a unique experience everybody should do once.
Okay, trust me guys, if you want to see really cool 3D terrain, go check out Ben. He's a fantastic terrain artist.
Thank you.
So thank you so much, Ben, and we'll catch you later.
See you guys.